tired of falling off a night. There's buzzing in the needle. It's Halloween as I'm recording this, Sunday, October 31st. I decided to come out. It's afternoon, and since it's Sunday, I was listening to the live stream of the church. It's actually in the description box, pastormelissascott.com, and if you go there to the website, you get really great Bible teaching, and this is Christian rock, by the way. Anyway, I was listening, and then I decided to come out afterwards and come up with a song. I was like running through my mind how I wanted to kind of like go as far as like what style and stuff I'm doing, because I just finished a batch of 10 songs, which I usually put up as an album. Afterwards, I usually like, just kind of slightly change gears. Not like majorly, just a little bit. So I was like, maybe I could do something a little heavy. And then I was like, I was kind of doing that before. So I just randomly started playing this. I was toying around with that being the verse and then doing something else for a chorus part, but I might just do this all the way through the song, and when I get to what's going to be chorus part, I'm going to just differentiate it with overdubs. I'm not sure what yet, because when I come up with these songs, I do it on the spot, really, so I come up with a guitar riff or two ahead of time sometimes, but that's about it. So I'm not sure what I want to do as far as overdubs, but something will happen. So this is my template. I got a left and right side for the guitars that I'm just going to start with. I have a drum loop going that I'm going to play to just to keep time until I actually play the drums on the kit behind me. Yeah. Let's just see what happens. So left guitar now. Okay, so the left side's done. I'm going to do a right side now. The only difference being I'm going to use my pick instead of my fingers. I have no idea what I want to do for an overdub. I do know I want to put some in, though. I might just play the chords over the chorus and just strum them outright. Like that. I don't know for the verse. I might just kind of like play around on the scale. I don't know. Don't bump the thing. So I put echo on every single guitar part I did so far, and I finally just caved in and put it on this one ahead of time. So yeah, call and response thing in the verse does actually seem kind of cool. So the left side will do something, and now I'm going to do something as the response on the right side. And then when I get to the chorus, once again, chords. So here I go. Alright, I'm going to turn off the echo for the guitar solo. It's just a little much and hard to concentrate when it's going blah, 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 blah every time I hit a note. That's exactly what it does. When I was doing that guitar solo, for no reason whatsoever, I put my pick away and just finger picked it. It sounded cool though. I'm going to do the bass part now. I'm going to just chill out and do really easy stuff in the verse, and then I'll play around on the scale a little bit more in the chorus. Other than that, nothing super crazy. right, so I got the bass part done. Now I'm going to do the drum part. I've got the loop erased, and I have the metronome going. My hoodie off because it's getting a little hot in here. I typed up some lyrics and I'm going to try and get through the verses. I don't have a chorus part yet, but that's okay. Kind of have to warm up because I haven't sung anything all day anyway, so here we go. So I got through the verse. It kind of trails into the second chorus. Should be okay though. I'm going to do the choruses now. I'm going to do a harmony part. Yeah. The song is done, aside from the fact that I just have to throw compression, EQ, and verb on the vocals, turn down the harmonies a bit, and boom, done. I mentioned earlier, this is Christian rock. It's always about my Christian faith in some way, shape, or form. The lyrics aren't usually like super in depth as far as meaning goes or anything, but sometimes. It's generally just in the vein of me being thankful to God, and I just talk about random stuff. But hey, it depends on the song. Above the lyrics, you're going to see a Linktree link. If you click on it, it'll take you to an external thing where you can purchase and stream my music from all the various sites like iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, YouTube Music, Google Play, Pandora, lots of others that I am never going to remember all of. Above that, I mentioned it earlier, PastorMelissaScott.com. So she teaches out of Faith Center in Glendale, California. She took over in 2005 from her late husband, Dr. Gene Scott, who was pastoring that church from 1970 something or other. I don't really actually know the exact year. Anyway, fantastic teaching has been coming out of there for the last 50 years, and it's super precise as far as what the Bible actually says, and they make a point to go in and translate from the original text as far back as you can possibly go. They even own some original manuscripts. It's really incredible stuff, and they actually understand the original language, so they can actually go out and say, okay, the writer was actually trying to say this based on the original language, based on various translations that have happened over the years, and taking into account all of the historical settings that these things were in. So it's really cool stuff, because once you actually get to the exact meaning, it's really neat, because if you just read, say, one translation in English, English is not super precise, and one word can have a couple different meanings. For Greek, it's not the case. You can really understand, because the language is so precise. It's hard to misinterpret when you read it in the Greek, because the grammar just leads you exactly to what they're trying to say. Hebrew is a lot more vague, but still, when you combine the two, it's just really cool, because a lot of people take Christianity as this religion where you have rules and regulations, a list of do's and don'ts, and you have a bunch of ceremonies, rites, and rituals, and they all try and do that. Whether they be super complex rituals or really simple ones, they're all totally bogus and do absolutely nothing for you. Christianity is based on a fact of the resurrection. If the resurrection didn't happen, totally useless. If it did happen, then what that means is God came down in the flesh, lived a perfect sinless life. Why did he do that? Because when he gave the law of Moses, he put a little thing in there where you have someone who's a kinsman redeemer, someone near of kin who doesn't have a debt can pay for someone of their kin who has a debt if they're willing to do so. And there's a lot of other things in the Old Testament that are really important. So you have to take the entire book in context to see what's actually going on. Jesus played that part of the kinsman redeemer. He didn't have the debt of sin on him, so he was able to pay for all of us. So he went up on that cross, became our atonement, which is just a covering. And if we look to him in faith, God gives us grace, which grace is unmerited favor. Faith is higher than belief, because a lot of people just say, oh, I believe in God. The devil believes in God. Big freaking whoop. It's faith in God. And faith, in the original languages, it's action verb. It's ongoing and continuous. So it's continuous, sustained action, looking to God in faith and acting on it. Faith is action based upon belief, sustained by confidence. So the example would be if God told you to go cross a humongous body of water. If you did, you were going to drown because he also told you to strap a rock to your back. Someone standing on the shore could say, well, yeah, I believe, God has all power, so he could split that water. That's just belief. Someone acting in faith, though, is just going to march right into that water and keep going, even if they go down under and they're sitting there holding their breath and they're walking and walking. They have faith that God is going to split that body of water wide open before they die, and they're going to go right through. That's faith. You act in confidence that what God promised is going to happen. It's going to come to pass. That's it. That's faith. And as you continue in faith, you're given the Holy Spirit by grace, unmerited favor. You don't do anything to earn it. You don't have to change your behavior, your attitude, your appearance, the songs you listen to, the words you say, the food you eat, the colors you wear. I could go on a huge list of stupid things people try and pile on top of someone who says they're a Christian, but it's just faith in God. It's a relationship with God, not a religion. Same way if you have a marriage, if you have a big list of do's and don'ts in the marriage and you just go by that list and say things at the certain times and do things at the certain times, that marriage sucks. But if you have faith in that person and you're acting in love and in trust, you're just going to do things for them automatically. That's how Christianity works. You love and trust God, you do things for him automatically. So the law is written on your heart. You're no longer bound to the old law. That's just there to show us our shortcomings, because ever since Adam, we are all in a fallen state. That's what sinning is. Hamartia in the Greek, falling short of the standard that is Jesus Christ. So we can't measure up. And it's the same thing in the Old Testament. You fall short. That's different than a list of do's and don'ts. That's our state of being. So Jesus paid the price, and God works in us by planting the Holy Spirit in us. That's his life planted in us. And as we continue in faith, that's the connection. So as long as you stay connected, the power is flowing. The power of God to change you is happening. And the changes that are going to happen, they might be really subtle. They might happen over a long period of time. You're not going to stop sinning because this is a sinning container. But this container will pass away. You'll keep going on. God will keep his promises. That's it. So that's Christianity in a nutshell. It's just looking to Jesus as your Redeemer. That's it. And having faith continuously. And when I say acting in faith, I don't mean like you have to go out and do a whole bunch of like things people would normally try and do in the flesh. When I say acting in faith, you're just continuously trusting God. I have faith in gravity that if I get out of bed, my foot's going to go on the floor. So I act in faith by putting my foot on the floor and walking to the bathroom in the morning to brush my teeth. That's just acting in faith. You just get up, act like it's going to happen. So, yeah, don't think you have to do any like fancy stuff. Just act in faith, as in know that what God said is going to happen. Anyway, follow the link. You'll find much better teaching than what I'm doing, because I'm just giving you the basics here and pointing you in the direction of someone that actually knows what they're talking about. It's really getting stupid out there, so if I can point you in the right direction so you're not misled, fantastic. And just to give you a little advice, if you're listening to any teaching and it has anything that's focused on you other than you focusing on God, but it's focused on you trying to clean up your act or do something, it's based on some kind of humanitarian thing, save the planet type thing, social whatever, justice movement, anything like that, and it's not just focused on the finished work of Jesus being the only thing, and it's not on faith, it's garbage. And it really gets tricky because there's some guys out there that are like, they'll say, oh, you just have faith one time. You literally just look at the Greek grammar in the New Testament from the lines they're quoting to say that. They're just getting that off of a translation fallacy from English. It's ongoing, continuous faith. If you read the parable of the sower, you have to be the good soil that takes in the word, and you keep going, you don't fall away. So keep trusting God, because having faith one time is like saying your marriage vows and then not giving a crap and cheating on the person. It's not like you can sin your way out of it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying don't drop your faith. If you continue with that faith, God will keep changing you, and all of the stuff that you used to be into just won't seem as important anymore, and it's not even an issue. Just trust God to take care of it. So, yeah. Anyway, all right, I'll shut up for now. Like, subscribe, comment, share. I'll see you later, and I'm going to go grab some food. All I do is eat anymore. I'm trying to gain weight. Been lifting weights for about 1.5 years now, and I'm up a little over 50 pounds. And I don't look that impressive, but I was a distance runner, and I was super underweight. So, yeah. Anyway, see you later. Bye. Yay.
Safety if we are killed. Gotta let it shine through all the world to see. They might hide you, but Jesus still lies with me. Trying food on the fire, you know it might be right, but don't you pay no mind. If money's on your mind, you never have the time. Time will catch up to you. You know it ends up time. You can be what you wanna be, just as long as it's not free. So the snakes out of